Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to dive right into the essential steps for tracking down and retrieving your Arkansas accident report. Let's get to it.
If you've been in an accident in Arkansas, whether it's a minor fender bender or a major collision, obtaining your accident report is absolutely crucial. This document is your key to understanding exactly what happened and ensuring your rights are protected. So let's walk you through each step to get your hands on this really important record.
Here is a quick look at what we are covering today. We've got the importance of the report, gathering your info, the state police route, local police department requests, timelines and costs, and finally, troubleshooting and next steps.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the importance of your report.
So you might be wondering, why go through the hassle of getting this paperwork at all? Well, the stakes are actually incredibly high here, because Arkansas follows a system called modified comparative fault. What does that mean for you? It basically means that any compensation you might get for injuries or damages can be directly reduced by your percentage of fault in the crash. The initial fault determinations jotted down in your police report are literally going to dictate your insurance claims and any future legal actions. So it's not just a receipt, it's the absolute foundation of your post-accident recovery.
To put that into perspective, there are over 60,000 crashes a year in the state of Arkansas. Because of that volume, this official public record is heavily relied upon. It serves as the primary, objective account used by insurance adjusters, attorneys, and the courts to establish exactly what happened, especially when memories inevitably start to fade.
Moving right along to Section 2, gathering your necessary information.
Before you start clicking around online or making phone calls, you need to get your ducks in a row. Navigating state bureaucracy can be super frustrating if you show up empty-handed. You absolutely must gather a few specific prerequisites first. You'll need the exact date and location of the crash, the names or driver's license numbers of the folks involved, and ideally, the specific report number and the name of the law enforcement agency that investigated the scene. Trust me on this one. If you don't know whether a state trooper, a county sheriff, or a local city police officer wrote your report, you could easily end up looking in the wrong place entirely.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 3, the state police route.
Let's look at the most common and centralized pathway for getting your report. The Division of Arkansas State Police is officially designated as the central statutory repository for the entire state. So what does that actually mean for you? It basically means they act as a giant central hub. They collect not just the reports from their own highway patrol investigations, but also duplicate copies of reports submitted by municipal police and county sheriff's offices from all across Arkansas.
You've got a couple of solid options here to actually get the document. You can use their centralized crash report online purchase system, which honestly is usually the fastest route. But hey, if you prefer doing things the old school way with in-person assistance, the state is divided into 12 regional troop headquarters. Depending on the county where the crash happened, you can walk right into the specific troop command area, like Troop A down in Little Rock or Troop L up in Lowell, and just request your report directly.
Let's shift gears now to Section 4, Local Police Department Requests.
Now, what's really interesting here is how local municipalities handle things completely differently from the state. If a local city police officer investigated your fender bender, you might actually get your report faster by going directly to them. But be warned, their procedures differ wildly. Take the Little Rock Police Department, for instance. They have an incredibly fast turnaround, making reports generally available just 8 hours after the crash for about $5 to $10. Meanwhile, the Greenwood Police Department typically takes up to 5 business days and has really strict payment rules, like only accepting checks or money orders.
And this just goes to show that for cities like Fayetteville or Jacksonville, you might be able to bypass the physical police station entirely. A lot of local departments route their digital records through third-party portals like BuyCrash or LexisNexis. For those, you'll just need that specific incident number the officer handed you at the scene, plus a small online processing fee to download your document instantly once it's uploaded. Pretty convenient, right?
That transitions us nicely right into Section 5, timelines, costs, and access.
Okay, let's talk economics, because some recent Arkansas legislation has actually shifted the landscape here. Due to House Bill 1336, the statutory fee for a basic accident report through the state repository is now set at $25. But wait, hold on a second. That is specifically for third parties, like an external investigator or someone who wasn't directly involved in the crash.
The absolutely crucial point for you is that if you were personally involved in the collision, your fee is legally capped. The law protects the individuals actually involved in the accident, maintaining your fee at just $10 for your own report.
Now, for a kind of surprising fact, if you're wondering where that extra $15 paid by third parties goes, House Bill 1336 spells it out. While the base $10 goes to state police operations, that additional $15 surcharge is legally mandated to be funneled directly into the state police retirement system to fund trooper pensions. Pretty interesting, right?
So let's see how all of this builds across timelines. Your wait time really just depends on who you're asking. It scales all the way from a rapid 8 hours if you're dealing with the Little Rock Police locally to about 5 business days for smaller municipal departments, all the way up to roughly 10 business days if you're waiting for the Arkansas State Police Repository to process, supervise, and upload that centralized record. So, a little patience is sometimes required here.
Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 6, troubleshooting and next steps.
Let's anticipate a super common obstacle. You finally get your report, you eagerly open it up, and boom, you see blacked out boxes everywhere. Don't panic. Arkansas law automatically redacts the names and addresses of minor occupants under 18 years of age. Unless you are the legal parent, guardian, or the direct insurance provider for that specific person, their information is shielded from public inspection under the Freedom of Information Act. So, it's completely normal.
Once you have a clean copy of your own details, you really need to use this report proactively. Verify all the details for accuracy immediately. The weather, the intersection, the time of day. Submit it to your insurance adjuster to establish the objective facts of the case. Check it for any witness contact info the officer documented at the scene that you might have totally missed in the chaos. And hey, if you spot an error, contact the issuing department right away to submit a written statement for a correction. Remember, under Arkansas's comparative fault rules, every single detail counts.
So, to quickly summarize this explainer, gather your exact facts before searching, know whether a local agency or the state police investigated your crash, expect those statutory fees of $10 if you were involved, and be prepared to wait up to 10 days for the official document to clear. Also, a quick disclaimer, while the information we provided in this explainer is accurate and thoroughly researched based on Arkansas state resources, it is always best to consult directly with authorities or legal professionals for personalized advice related to your specific circumstances.
The roadmap is now in your hands. But remember, the clock is ticking on your claim. If an accident happened tomorrow, would you know exactly who to call to protect your financial future? Don't wait for a crash to figure it out. Secure your knowledge, take immediate action to request your accident report when you need it, and ensure you're fully protecting your rights on the road. Stay safe out there.